Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name's Samantha Hearne and this channel is dedicated to helping you create success in your business and be happy doing it. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you a short tutorial about the business model that I use to create the success in my business. So you may have read books and there is so much you could learn about business models, but this is a very, very simple and easy to execute business model that I still refer to now in my business and I used at the very beginning when I was charging £99 for one-to-one coaching. I know. So if you were to imagine a triangle, there are 4 levels to this triangle and we're going to go through each one individually, but right now the 4 levels that you need to focus on are leads, sales, leverage, thought leadership. So if we start with leads, this means that anything that you're doing for your community and for your potential clients could be a lead. So your social media posts, if you're doing any podcasts, if you're doing any blog posts, your website, any network marketing events that you're going to, any in-person coaching events, anything that you're doing that you can then create leads and connections from is really good for your business. So at the beginning when I started my business, I was in a lot of Facebook groups. I was making connections, I was making community, I was talking to people, I was just creating an interest between the two of us so that people knew my name, they started to find out what I did, and they just became curious. So at the very beginning I did this a lot more than I do now because of course my brand and me are very well established, recommendations come, people talk, the ripple effect has started, but whatever stage you are in business, focusing on your leads is really crucial. So if you're in a situation where you don't do anything to support new potential leads or you haven't created anything for new potential leads, this could be something you definitely want to start thinking about. So it could, for example, if you're fully booked with one-to-one clients and your group program's booked and you've got a course out and you're fully booked, you still want to be making sure that you're generating new leads. So you're putting out fresh content, you're giving new lives, maybe some free coaching series, a masterclass, YouTube videos, podcasts. You always want to make sure you're focusing on your free content to find and engage with new leads. The reason that this level is so important is because this then converts into sales. So number 2 on the pyramid is sales. You need to be thinking about the sales journey of your community, of your leads. What turns a lead into a sale? What makes them become a client of yours or working with you or an enrollee or a student? That will happen through a very clear client journey. So once they have come into your business model and they learn, consume, engage with you, it's your job to then invite them and give them opportunities for sales, for an investment, to take their journey further. So this is when you need to be really mindful of having something in your business model that allows for you to invite people to buy and to invest with you frequently enough that they don't just see you as a friend or someone that they can look at on Instagram or YouTube. They see you as a mentor. They see you as an influencer. They see you as a coach. So it's really important that you think about how can you add something into your sales model that doesn't leave you in a situation where you then can't take sales, you can't make more, you can't increase your income, and they can't invest with you because your business model only has 1 or 2 avenues. If you're at the beginning of business, this is totally okay. If you only have one-to-one coaching as your high ticket offer, that's totally okay. You don't also want to do too much too soon. But what you do then want to do is stagger your coaching. So that would mean in your sales that you don't fully book yourself with 6 clients in 1 month and then you can't take any clients for 6 months, because that's going to be really hard for you to build that momentum of you as the coach if you aren't then talking about it. This is what I did. I staggered my one-to-ones. So I took 2 in 1 month, 2 in another month, 2 in another month, and then the first 2 dropped off and then I took another 2. I was very wary of the fact I wanted to always create sales opportunities and investments for my leads and for me as the coach. So I created that as my system. So you could just use that to funnel down. You don't have to launch a course, a webinar, one-to-one and group and a membership in the same month. That's too much, and it will also dilute your leads because they don't have a clear direction of where to invest and why to invest in what, and it dilutes your message because you don't have one clear funnel that you are focusing on and you're spreading yourself too thin. So that's what I would do in the sales bracket. Then you get to leverage. This is the my favorite place to be. When you're thinking about leverage, you should always be doing this. Whatever stage you are in business, you need to be thinking about how you can leverage your business, how you can up-level your business, how you can enhance your business. If in your business model right now you have one-to-one coaching and a course, you always want in the back of your mind to know, how will you be leveraging that? How can you leverage that business model? So how can you increase and up-level that business model, whether it's increasing your prices, whether it's adding in a new course, whether it's changing something. So you want to always make sure that you have an option to leverage your sales. So this is also really useful when you think about, and you might hear this, upselling and downselling. Once you have someone in your sales bracket, you then want to think about how you can maintain that relationship with them. So if they're a one-to-one client, maybe they would then move into your membership, which would be a downsell. Or maybe they become one of your elite clients, and that's one-to-one but on an even more elite level. What can you do for your business model that once someone has made a sale with you, there is always an opportunity for them to invest further, whether that's an upsell or a downsell. So your client journey isn't just, here's the course, see you later. You have a way that you can nurture them, you have a way you connect with them, and you have something that you can do that prolongs and elongates your relationship together so that they get the most for their investment and they also get the most from you, and you can really connect with them. So think about the leverage in your business. That could be through your business model, through what you create to build leverage, and it can be through your sales. So what can you do for your sales to create leverage, to increase your sales and increase the impact you have on your clients? And the very top of the pyramid is thought leadership. Every entrepreneur has a passion outside of what makes them money, and every entrepreneur has their own story outside of necessarily what their niche is or their target market. So your thought leadership is something that you put in place that you can do bigger and wider and broader outside of your business. So for example, I started in anxiety coaching, wrote a best-selling anxiety book and had an anxiety podcast. I've transitioned my business into a business and mindset coach, coaching other female entrepreneurs on how to become sold out using social media, because that's what I was able to do and that's what really resonates with me and my audience, and it's also what helps leverage my business. But my thought leadership, I speak on stages in front of hundreds and thousands of people, travel around the UK, travel around the world, delivering talks all around anxiety, mental health. I go into schools and deliver workshops, I go into corporate offices and deliver workshops all around anxiety and mental health. That's my thought leadership. Anxiety is my thought leadership, but it's not my business model. So this is where I would invite you to ask yourself, are you trying to turn your passion into what makes you a profit, when actually that should be your thought leadership? So sometimes they work together and sometimes they coincide, but not all the time. We all have a desire to make an impact on the world, but not everything we do is going to create the income that we need to make that impact. So I want you to think about what your thought leadership would be and draw out this pyramid and put each layer and actually answer the questions for yourself. Where do you generate leads? Where do your sales come from? How can you leverage those sales or your business model? And what's your thought leadership model? What are you doing that has an impact bigger and wider and broader outside of your business that actually builds a better world? What's your thought leadership passion and statement and interest? I really hope this has given you an insight into how I run my business model, how I've created success in my business and gone from charging £99 to £15,000, and that journey that I've been on to get to that point. And I really hope this has given you something for you to focus on, whatever stage of business you're in, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.